The Bible tells us that silence is golden, but my ears can still hear and my eyes can still see. The Bible also tells us to be swift to hear and slow to speak. You see, what you don't understand, thief, what you did is what my people deal with all the time. Someone cheating them from providing their greatness into the world. But it's a burden that we cut off only to make us stronger. I saw in the first fight where Ricky Hatton was pulling down your gloves to put your fist in an improper position. Y'all tried the same method the second time, but this time you scratched flesh out of my ears, which caused my ears to bleed. It's impossible for a brand new 10-ounce glove to bend, to keep a smushed in form, or to have loose space. I highly believe you put something hard in your glove. Something the size and the shape of an egg weight. Here's the reason why the side of my face swelled up in an egg weight form. And it left a dent in my face as well. But in the midst of it all, you still couldn't keep this king down. You would have had to kill me. In the end, it took a crab in a bucket referee and a disloyal trainer to throw the towel in just to stop me. Proverbs, the 6th chapter 30, 31st says, excuses may be found from a thief who steals because he is starving. But if he is caught, he will have to pay back 7 times what he stole, even if he had to sell everything in his house. And payback is coming.
You need to be concerned because of where you're going in your career. Your manager should know about stuff like this and you really got to get I'm sorry to be a dick, but you got to get your manager on board with the entire thing. Because the entire camp, what kind of gloves he wears, like this is your manager's job to protect you. Like I'm supposed to protect you too, but what am I going to say to them? Hey guys, Tyson should have those gloves, it's unsafe. Barry, get the fuck out of camp.
Yeah, me too. I'll go home.
Yeah, but this.
I don't mind for 2 weeks. I've done enough. Yeah,
bro, not only these gloves beat up, you could I can tell. No, I can tell.
They pushed
that
it to the front.
Beating these gloves up on a wall or something. No, you can see that from here.
I can't believe that. But I personally,
I'm shocked. This does shock me. Like it doesn't shock me,
bro. I can't do it.
It shocks me. Man.
No, but I don't think.
No, don't hear you.
This is Tyson's shit, and these are his bag, his sparring gloves that we've been sparring with. As you can see, there's no fucking padding in here, and all the padding's in the back of his fucking glove. Look at that shit. I could touch my other side of my finger with this shit, and there's shit falling out from the middle of the glove. Does he know who the fuck I am? He must not know, does he? Does he? What? Oh, he does not know. Look at this shit, man. And then, hold on, these are the sparring gloves they told me they got from me. These thick ass, look at, hold on, let's see, watch the squeeze. Going nowhere. Going nowhere. Watch this shit. Get the fuck out of here.
In the sport of boxing, you think you've seen it all, but no you didn't. Deontay Wilder called out Ricky Hatton for assisting Tyson Fury by pulling Tyson Fury's left glove in order to put it in the proper position. It was like a scene out of a movie in which Tyson Fury happened to be the villain in. However, in all reality, in this day and time, he happened to be the hero. It's so mind-boggling to see a former world champion, a former legend, helping Tyson Fury cheat against Deontay Wilder. I don't know which one is more disappointing. The fact that Tyson Fury cheated and got away with it, or the fact that Ricky Hatton was part of the dirt when it came to the cheater of the century, Tyson Fury. Now, when it comes to the shocking news, it might be new to a lot of you guys. However, to all of my Akhis that's actually subscribed to this channel, this is nothing but old news. I broke this story about 8 months ago. This is further proof. Regardless if old media tried to contain the truth, they can never ever stop the truth from spreading. The truth is equivalent to the wave of the ocean. You just can't stop the wave from getting to its destination. That's why you can't stop the truth from spreading. Therefore, subscribe and click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post or go live. With that being stated, let's get straight to it. It's surprising to me that nobody so far have gotten Ricky Hatton reaction to Deontay Wilder claims of pointing out the dirt he committed. You would think that would be old media main priority. However, when you're guilty, you rather remain silent. You rather plead the fifth, because the moment you try to explain yourself without telling the truth in the process, it's only so many lies you could tell before you start contradicting yourself. So obviously they took the smart route. But what's even more shocking to me is that all of these old media outlets, all of the decafs, the decaf wizards themselves, nobody, and I mean nobody, have responded to the points that Deontay Wilder actually made in the video. They will say everything and anything but respond to the allegations. A blind man could see the games they playing. Nothing but deflection tactics. They try to hide from the truth. They rather go any direction but the truth route. However, whatever direction they choose to go in order to run from the truth, by the time they get to their destination, the truth already beat them there. You could run, but you can't hide from the truth. Whatever happens in the dark will always come to light. Matter of fact, the truth is so powerful that these decafs come to find the truth. The truth don't even have to find them. If you want me to prove it to you, peep all of the decafs in the comment section. That's why all of the decafs are in the house, because they tune in to Akhi in order to hear the whole absolute truth on every subject. I done sent 1 million decafs to the hospital, not because I knocked them out physically, but emotionally. However, even when they went to rehab, they found out that the truth is more addictive than anything. They always come right back in order to hear Akhi put the whole truth together like puzzle. So, with that being stated, when Deontay Wilder dropped the bomb squad on the mic by telling the whole absolute truth on Tyson Fury Glovegate, it was only a 2-minute video. However, it was so powerful. It was equivalent to an atomic bomb. Not just your ordinary bomb squad. This is an atomic bomb squad. Because all of these decafs, old media, the decaf wizards themselves, like I said before, they will say anything and everything but respond to Deontay Wilder accusations. If you don't believe me, just peep the comment section on this video alone. I'm not a prophet. I can't predict the future. However, I can predict these decafs. They are so predictable that I'm always 10 steps ahead. Therefore, when it comes to you Tyson Fury fans, or excuse me, Deontay Wilder haters, we still wait until this day for the savior of the day that's going to logically debunk all of the allegations. So if you disagree and you believe Tyson Fury is innocent, then you should be able to logically explain all of the allegations that's going up against Tyson Fury. However, if you're not able to do so, then that proves Tyson Fury guilty. Therefore, how you logically explain Tyson Fury left glove bending 90 to 100 degrees while he's throwing a hook? It's not physically possible. However, if you believe it is, then you could either display it on a video or show me any fighter in the past that threw a left hook and his glove rotated or bended in 90 to 100 degrees while he was throwing a hook, not a flick jab. We still waiting till this day for someone to do so. And just to be clear, because these decafs act like they deaf when they hear the truth, or they act like they don't speak any English. Therefore, I'm not asking you to show me a picture where a glove is rotating in 45 degrees. I know that's possible. I don't want you to show me a picture where a glove is bending even 60 degrees. I'm asking you to show me a glove that's bending 90 to 100 degrees, equivalence of Tyson Fury left glove versus Deontay Wilder in the first fight. So if you could prove the first allegations wrong, then be my guest. We've been waiting till this day for someone to do so. That's the type of logic you have to explain when you're in a courtroom. But obviously on the net, people rather troll instead because they can't face the truth. Moving on to the next allegation. How you explain seeing Tyson Fury knuckles through the glove in the rematch as you guys see above. I challenge you to show me any picture, any organic picture of any fighter in the past in which we could see their knuckles through the glove as well. I actually had a decaf, a super decaf on steroids, that supposedly been getting millions of views debunking Deontay Wilder allegations. And he shockingly admitted on split decision that he could see Tyson Fury knuckles through the gloves. He said, yes, I admit I could actually see Tyson Fury knuckles printed on his right glove. Now, mind you, he actually voluntarily gave me that information when I was asking him the $1 million question. However, supposedly this guy is debunking all of the allegations and the decafs are running away with it. But on my show, he admitted that Tyson Fury cheated. See, this decaf wanted to be brave, but he was going up against not just Akhi, but the truth. And the truth is undefeated, just like Akhi. Therefore, if you can't show me any picture of any fighter in the past in which we could see their knuckles printed on their gloves, then you don't even believe Tyson Fury is innocent. See, you could lie to me, you could lie on the net, but I know your eyes is not going to lie to you. So even you decafs know the truth deep inside. And last but not least, just for the day, obviously there are way more allegations. I mean, the evidence are overwhelming. But if you decafs can't even logically explain 3 allegations in order to prove Tyson Fury innocence, then what is the point of mentioning 10 to 20 allegations? Therefore, how you explain Tyson Fury putting a dent on Deontay Wilder's skull? So my first question to you guys, name me any fighter in history that put a dent on his opponent's head. Just one. Also, I want you decafs to Google the strongest bone on the skull. What's going to come up is obviously the mandible. That's the bone Tyson Fury dented on Deontay Wilder's head. And there's evidence, there's documents, there's also x-rays of Deontay Wilder dent on his mandible, which is physically not possible. The doctor told Deontay Wilder a human knuckles will most likely break before denting someone's skull, especially the mandible. Therefore, how you explain Tyson Fury, the pillow-fisted fighter, wearing 10-ounce heavyweight gloves on, being able to dent Deontay Wilder's skull, especially the mandible? Again, Tyson Fury put Deontay Wilder's life at risk. This was an attempted murder, as far as I know. Boxing is already dangerous enough, let alone cheat in a sport where you could physically kill your opponent. Therefore, for Ricky to do something so dishonorable, it must be very painful to a lot of his fans. That's why the truth hurt. And one thing that won't lie to you is your eyes. People lie, women lie, your eyes don't lie. We all saw Ricky Hatton pull Tyson Fury gloves in order to put it in the proper position. We also saw Tyson Fury readjusting his glove during the fight. Don't tell me he was cracking his knuckles. And for the people that want to question how that's possible, well, it's possible when we're looking at it with our own eyes. And we also know it's possible logically because of the fact the laces on the left hand were looser than the right hand. However, this is nothing but Glovegate 1.0. There's also 2.0, which is the right hand and the rematch. Therefore, for all the decaps in the comment section that keep dissing Wilder, claiming he's making excuses, getting cheated and making excuses are two different things. On top of that, Wilder is not running from the trilogy match. It's Tyson Fury who's not honoring his rematch clause after cheating Deontay Wilder. He'd rather fight a fighter we never heard of and make little to no money compared to the money he would have received fighting Deontay Wilder a third time. Because of the obvious reason. He cheated the first time and nearly lost his life. That's why he upped the scale when it came to cheating in the rematch. Now in the trilogy, he ran all the way back to the UK, the same place he relinquished his license after receiving an 8-year ban for bribing a man to lie in court in order to cover him failing a drug test for taking steroids, which he blamed it on a wild boar that was extinguished. So this is not an innocent fighter we talking about. This is a strategic cheater that cheated in the past on more than one occasion. He had an incident where Mark McDonald actually busted him in the UK. Unlike Kenny Bayless, Mark McDonald actually did his job and noticed Tyson Fury's left hand wasn't all the way in the glove. And he had him adjust the glove right before the fight started. With that being stated, subscribe below if you're trying to get smarter about them. And if you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to these decaps. The dumb casual ass fans that don't know shit about boxing. Word to Roger Mayweather, may he rest in peace, inshallah. Shout out to my broski, my Akhi Deontay, for being the entrepreneur of new media that I'm a part of. And if you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you got to do is click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post or go live on Split Decision. It's a boxing debate / talk show, mixed, master, engineered, produced by yours truly, Akhi, the past, present, and future undisputed pound for pound. When it comes to debating, I got these decals shook. They scared to look every time Akhi is on TV because the truth is always bad news for these decaps. The truth is the decaf's kryptonite. Therefore, I'm actually going live tonight. Therefore, to all of you decafs, I wish a decaf would call in to Split Decision. I wish a decaf have the cojones to call in, but we already know the truth. You decafs eat too much of that wild boar that's not allowing your cojones to grow. That's why I truly believe the decafs have female parts. With that being stated, click on the notification bell. If you want a date, let's put a date on it. Call in. I challenge all of you decafs. And I truly appreciate all of my Akhis. I've been humbled by the love and support. And I want to leave with this right here. The Prophet Muhammad alayhi salatu wasalam, he stated that at the end of time, the truth won't be popular and the lie will be too popular. And I think it's fair to say that this is actually the time we're living in. With that being stated, to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Akhi, TV. Peace, and we out here.